Hey, how's it going, everyone? And welcome back to this show. I just got up, bro. I'm already back to drinking. It's 5, but looks like we got it wrong. Well, stuff happens. I just looked at a Secular Talks video. It's like pretty much a week old now, but I always sort of went along with the theory, and there was a whole theory behind, like a course of study. I think something monetary theory as to what caused inflation. And it's like yeah, you print too much money, and as a result like yeah, the value of money goes down because you have more of that, and that's intuitive again. So yeah, I always went along with Tucker Carlson's approach, and seems like we all got this wrong. It turns out corporate price gouging led to inflation, more or less. So I think the number was like at least 69% of it, and like I looked at that and I was like, oh wow. So basically what this is, in case you don't know, so there's a lot of companies, if something like normally if you increase the price of something, you like your customers will just leave to somewhere else because what the fuck is this? We don't want to pay more for this shit, right? Like we'll just go somewhere else. But with inflation, every company sort of had a like reason to legitimize raising their price. Like, hey, we got inflation, we need to. But a lot of them across the board, they didn't actually need to raise their prices. That's why profits increased. While now I just remember that, yeah, like their profits were increasing while they were raising the like cost of their shit. And it's like, well, if it's because of inflation, your profit's not supposed to increase. So yeah, that sort of showed that. Not I never really knew that. So yeah, well, shit, seems like we got it wrong. And well, afterwards it's pretty funny because I went to talk to my mother about it. I was like, damn, like, that's actually what caused inflation. Like, she was never on board with that, like, printing too much money thing for some reason. But yeah, but then she did bring up a good point. Like, yeah, like people try to game this. Like, that's sort of what happens. That's normal. But like then they sort of need, because things cost more across the board. They also need more to like pay the employees and shit. Like, she got a raise to $3,000 when inflation happened, and she was like, yeah, maybe they make things cost more, but then they have to pay the employees more because inflation. But yeah, I don't know, because she is a school teacher, a public school teacher, so maybe if she got a raise, it's because of inflation. But maybe other corporations didn't do that. I have absolutely no idea. But my thoughts about this is, as much as this is immoral, it is very immoral. You're making things cost more for average people, and you don't have to do it. That's why your profits increasing. And they sort of apparently had an agreement across the board to do this. But look, as much as it's immoral, you should have the right to fucking do it. You should have the right to raise your prices however much you want. It's your stuff. It's like these things belong to you. You're giving them to other people. You're like making them, but then like dude, this is a trade. If you don't like the trade, well, you like you can go somewhere else, or well, shit, you sort of need them to survive now, don't you? And they need you to survive. But guess what? If you could fuck them over, if you could go and take whatever you want from them. If you could go steal from the store, you would probably do that. And we sort of steal from them since they pay more taxes than any of us on average. So, yeah, I mean, again, that's how the system works. And these people, like Secular Talk, the Humanist Report, they tend to try to, like, fucking frame these corporations as, oh, well, y'all just greedy, evil, all that shit. But it's like, corporations are people, actually, like contrary to unpopular opinion. I don't even think that's popular opinion, but yeah, corporations are people. They are run by people, and people are greedy a lot of the time. Like, this is, you're describing human nature, not evil fucking big tech, big company nature. Like that's just how people work. And yeah, sometimes the more money you have, the more greed you get. But I mean, this isn't like people were trying to make this stereotype. Yeah, billionaires shouldn't exist, all that. Like people are very wealthy are bad. And sometimes that is true that you get your wealth through like you just inherit it and stuff. And it's like you didn't earn it. It's like you don't really deserve it, and then you just get straight into the greedy culture because you were raised that way. But wealth is also something to look up to. It could be a dream for better standards. And like with the meritocracy system we have free education, we have a lot of things in school. People will be willing to try to help you. um it's like if you don't understand something or whatever, it is also a dream to look up to. If billionaires don't exist, you can't dream to become a billionaire one day, and you can't try to live your life to work towards that. And some people who I heard somewhere, oh well, they're just letting the corporations make you collapse just so they can keep dreaming of getting up there one day. When no, you won't get up there. It's like winning the lottery. Well, it's still a dream that well, it's called the American dream. Some people, a lot of people, they don't care. They don't care if they live their entire lives out with absolutely no real purpose for themselves. They're just gonna try to enjoy. Just, oh well, what's my meaning of life? I'm just gonna smoke weed and maybe, I don't know, have kids later in life. And that's gonna be pretty much the last interesting or meaningful thing I do, because I'm just gonna be the average person. But some people have big ambitions and big dreams, and that's what drives them. And it's usually those people that bring things that like actually change the world we live in. So like I think this whole thing, yeah, let's throw that dream away because it's wishful thinking. You you don't have to let it stay wishful thinking. Most people just don't dream that much. And corporate greed, again, to be able to choose to do the right thing, you have to be able to have the choice to do the wrong thing, so that doing the right thing can feel good and it can be incentivized. But yeah, like being moral in your choice, not just not fucking anybody else over when they can't just get like, we're not talking abuse here. The law should prevent abuse, but terms of morality, not being mean to somebody, not raising the prices of your products when like, oh well, that's sort of not nice. These people can't afford that, but it's your shit. It's like when we're talking just morality, be a good person, not don't abuse somebody. Just be a good person. That sector of morality, it shouldn't be the law governing it. The just like the law shouldn't be able to force you to give $5 to a homeless person, or like share your stuff because sharing is caring. It's like the law shouldn't be able to fucking force you not to price gouge or something. It's like that's your parents' job to raise you the right way. That's not the law's job. But yeah, I did get that wrong about inflation. Thought I should clarify because I mean I run a shithole shitpost channel, and sometimes on a shithole shitpost channel I get my news wrong. And well, yeah, I guess we all got that wrong. Inflation wasn't caused after all by just what, like, yeah, printing too much money. Hey, well, whatever. But hopefully y'all have enjoyed this video, like the 2 or 3 of y'all who watch it, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.